All right, hey Virgo. So I am doing a new moon, new love read, and this is for those singles. And the intention is set with new love. However, it could be a confirmation read for those of you who have found somebody new recently. And it's a 30-day intention read. So if the whole read basically doesn't resonate with your energy, check your moon rising or Venus placements or any video that you're actually drawn to. And if you're new, welcome. I do hope you guys will stick around. Subscribe if you like my energy, my vibe. So let's just see what's coming through. What is your energy, Virgo's energy? So we have Justice coming through with the King of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So what I feel is with your energy, I feel like you guys, Virgo, you could have a lot of options coming through to you right now. And it could just be that you haven't settled on one because you haven't found the one. It's like you want the one, the karmic one, the positive karmic. Okay, karmic does not always mean bad. All right, it's like you've done the work. You have invested time in yourself, self-care, self-love. And you know what? People actually, they get sparked, they get intrigued, they get excited by people who can come into their own energy and really find themselves. But with the Seven of Cups, it's like, I don't want a bunch of options. I just want the one option, right? I just want the one. I've invested into myself. I feel like that coming out in that King of Cups energy, I just feel like you embody emotional balance. You're diplomatic. You're very compassionate. And you basically released any energies of the past, all right, that make us moody, that make us manipulative, so it's like you've done the work, you've done healing, you've done the purging of the past, and you just want an energetic match. And you might have a lot of people coming towards you, you might have a lot of energies coming towards you, but they don't feel like the one, energetically, you're like, that's not what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? So I just kind of see that's what your energy is. So let's just see what your ideal person is. The ideal person for Virgo. Somebody who knows exactly what they want. That is what's coming through. You want somebody who knows exactly what they want. Somebody who's not playing games. Okay. I feel like the Two of Swords is coming through because your ideal person isn't going to have any blockages. They're going to be healed. They're going to know actually what they want as opposed to what we've dealt with in the past. People who don't know what they want, they're going to string you along until the next best thing comes through. This Two of Swords is coming through is because the person in your ideal version of them is going to know exactly what they want. They're not going to have any blockers, and they're not going to allow outsider influences to help them make decisions, when it comes to love life. The Hangman card coming through. It actually comes through in reverse, but for your ideal person, there is going to be no uncertainty. It's like, again, I know exactly what I want. You don't want anybody that's hindered by hang-ups of the past. You don't want anybody who's hindered by lack of growth and lack of progression. It's like what I'm remembering is I've seen this saying, and it says that a man or woman who views the life at 40 the same way they did at 20 just wasted 20 years of their life. And I feel like that could be applicable to what you see when it comes to people. You don't want somebody who's still holding on to old belief systems, right? You want somebody who's straightforward, straight to the point, somebody who comes with new ideas, curiosity, somebody who could actually be forward thinking, very communicative, and be acceptant when it comes to learning both your ways and then sharing how their ways are. It takes two to make a team. Somebody who's coming through as all action, all action that can complement the talk, right? I just feel like that's who it is. It's somebody who knows what they want, So let's see what's preventing this person from coming in for right now. What's preventing this from happening right now? You got the Empress card coming through, the High Priest, and the Seven of Pentacles. So I really feel like what's going on with this person is they're healing up from something. All right. Stepping into their true zone when it comes to who they are. Somebody who's healing, all right, their own divine feminine. And I feel like this person's actually on a spiritual path, and it could just be that your guys' paths have not crossed yet. I feel too that this is going to be a recognition when you guys come through that you guys do actually have a lot of the same belief systems that come through. for what's stopping this person coming through, the biggest thing I've seen is the healing dynamic. So one thing I want you guys to do, even if you have not met this person, all right, is to, for the person that's trying to come in, pray on behalf of them or set intentions for them to heal the divine feminine aspects, okay? And to really be shown their way for their journey. I feel like that's what could help this person. I'm going to pull 2 to see what else you could do to help call this person in. And this is going to be more on what you can actually put your focus on. Don't be bound by it, okay? Don't be bound by the fact that you're single. And don't be bound, for those of you who are, this is a confirmation read. Don't be bound to any outcome. Don't let the outcomes weigh you down, okay? It's coming through. Basically, you're just being told here to have faith that everything's going to happen as it should. This is a 30-day intention read, so you can start praying for somebody. You have no idea who they are. You can start praying for the person that's coming into your life, their healing process and their journey. The more positive energy you put out there for this person, the faster everything will come into you. All right. Just this right here is just kind of eliminating any doubts or worries, it being tied. If any of you guys have any triggers of your own past, that you can still kind of feel that creeps up on you, now's the time to release those blockages so that this person can come through. And the 10 of Swords also coming with that is just another confirmation that some of you guys could still be dealing with past pains, past hurts, worrisome, ideas. And just know that for each and every factor that comes to play that you can release. So divine feminine aspects, think of your mom, think of grandma, think of exes, think of sisters, think of friendships, just think of any sort of thing that can be healed at this point. And it's as simple as just setting the intention to the universe that I forgive this person and I forgive myself for holding on to that. And each time you do that, it removes a cord that needed to be cut so that you can allow something new to come back to you. All right. So any other cords, and maybe too, you guys do a cord cutting meditation for any past lovers or romance that might still be kind of triggering you to kind of think in, low energy, because what I feel is you're actually in a very high point when it comes to your energy, but sometimes we still tend to fall back. So if you can think of anything that's kind of keeping you stuck, look up a cord cutting meditation on YouTube, and there's some short ones on there that you can go through. And it'll just help you feel completely purged of anything from the past that kind of hinders your own progress. All right, so let's just see what the connection will be like. The connection between Virgo and this new person. So basically, I'm going to say the 5 of Wands is coming through, and I feel like basically, let me pull all the cards to see. Oh, look, it's basically a removal of anything from the past. Okay. And I feel like I read different. I feel like every single reader reads different. And I feel like the dynamic coming through here is basically the utter happiness. So what the connection will be like is the removal of past pains, heartbreak, heartache, and loss. So what you guys have gone through, the stringing along, the fights, the arguments, I feel like it's going to come through as settled. All right, with this 9 of Cups energy. The first card I seen was the 5 of Wands, and that's just going to be an indication that no relationship is perfect, and not even this one. You can't, because without bad, you can't have good. Without the night, you can't have the day. I'm sure you guys have heard me say that. I feel like the 9 of Cups is coming through as the savior of this connection to say, actually, this is going to be something that you guys truly embody as far as happiness goes. The wishes when it comes to the emotional fulfillment. All right. With the 3 of Swords, I feel like this is coming through because you do want to make sure that you're not hanging on to anybody else's energy, because when we do that, we kind of bring those energies into the next phase of life, and we don't want to do that, especially on romantic connections. All right, so let me just pull a couple of more. The 5 of Swords coming through. Where conflict comes, where there is conflict, there comes resolution. We got the 8 of Wands, and I feel like that's the resolution. So you guys are going to be able to navigate through things really quickly. All right. I feel like this is going to be a more complicated relationship than what I've seen, but if you guys can overcome your smaller obstacles, I feel like you will see happiness. All right. So when I was talking about this person and the divine feminine aspects, now what I want to tell you guys is to use caution when this person does come in, because if you can still see that there's hints of divine feminine that's not healed, you might want to pull your energy back. So I'm not going to say this is going to be a forewarning, but what I do want to say is maybe not jump so quickly into this dynamic if you can sense that there is some frustration when it comes to divine feminine energy. And I'm talking to male and female, because women can have troubled relationships with divine feminine just as well as men can. All right. So, use your intuition, use your gut instinct, because I do feel like there could be this is actually the first read I've done that I've seen more conflict than anything else. And in order to prevent the heartbreak and the heartache and the loss, communication is going to be big, but also using that intuition. Okay. So, I'm just going to pull to see how this will unfold. This is pretty much a specific read. Not everybody's going to resonate with it. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. And also, you know what? Keep your thoughts positive. Okay, so how this all unfolds is I feel like you could be meeting this person around work or a work dynamic, okay? With that Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you guys are going to have something that just kind of strikes a chord, because what's going to happen with this connection is it is coming through as a soulmate connection, all right? With both Temperance and the Two of Cups. So you're going to see and feel the energy immediately. But again, you just want to make sure that this person is healing, and taking it very slow is going to be helping in that process. Embodying understanding and patience too when it all unfolds, because you might have to tell this person that you can see and identify that you need to take it slow. And if they're trying to rush into something, that could be another unhealthy aspect of, well, if they're trying to rush into something, what are they trying to get away from? Usually when people go through breakups and splits, they do that really quickly as rebound status. And I'm not saying you're going to be a rebound, to avoid processing through pain. So I feel like in this case, Virgo, it's going to be important to establish a friendship. Okay. So let's see what your 30 days advice is to keep your energy up. And you know, I know that some of you guys are going to be like, fuck that. I don't want this. This is not my read, blah, blah, blah. It's fine. You don't have to accept it. Maybe it's not for you. Okay. But what I do want to say is, there is going to be this dynamic that comes through here. Okay. And at first it's going to seem very, very happy. What you need to keep in mind throughout all of this is, even if there is somebody that comes through that's not completely healed, because I feel like that's what's hindering you guys from coming full on together anyway, is to take it slow, because the slower you take it, you guys will actually have a very, very beneficial outcome to this. But again, it's where your patience lies. I can't tell you guys to be patient, and I can't tell you to wait, but I can tell whoever is still here that Temperance card is peace, it's love, it's harmony, it's balance. You don't have to be in a relationship with somebody and take on all their wounds. You can take it slow and build towards where it needs to be at. And if I'm just going to be honest, my whole dynamic with the person that I feel is my twin has taken over 2 years. And we are just now coming into this point where we're starting to talk every single day and exchange the I love yous with still no commitment. But I'm fine with that. I don't want somebody who's unhealed. And you wouldn't want that either. You don't want to jump into something with somebody who's unhealed, because that's why the dynamics don't last anyway. So I'm going to pull some initials just to see what comes through. And this could be yours or this person's. We have L, K, F, J, Z, E, and H. All right, Virgo, you guys, good luck. I'm going to leave it here.